It's only one.
Before we go ahead and watch the game and enjoy ourselves, Kareem Hunt, Kansas City Chiefs. I know you already seen the incident by now. He had he talked yesterday, I think, to Kareem Salters or something like that. Somebody on one of the ESPN analysts about the incident, trying to clear his name. What do you think about the whole Kareem Hunt situation?
Well, it kind of came out that he wasn't truthful, you know, to the staff there, Andy Reid, the coaches. And that's what came out. The video that we seen, there was really not a lot, but there was always something else that happened. It wasn't captured on video, so they immediately decided to let him go. You know, now there's a chance he obviously could come back, not for the Chiefs, maybe another team, but I don't know, man. I mean, obviously the NFL has, and each organization is different, but most of them in the NFL has policies that are pretty strict. I'm sure that he knows that, so he should pretty much expected it. You know, now, I wasn't there, but the video that I did see, it didn't look like too much or whatever. And I think that, you know, whatever that was done there, if somebody was hurt or whatever, he would have to pay his debt to society, whatever that be. But about the other incident, I really don't know too much about that incident. But I don't want to say that it's not fair. I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I don't think that he should have got released or cut for the team. I don't think that. Maybe he should have been suspended, you know, for 4 games, fine, you know, given some type of a reprimand. You know, then again, you know, these guys sign contracts, you know, to where they pretty much agree on this early. So
I say it goes. Yeah. It shows you something. It's very the hypocrisy of the NFL.
Yeah,
because he's going to get back on another team. Now you advocate against domestic violence. You advocate this. He obviously made a mistake. Now I'm gonna break this down in the layers because he had that interview and he was trying to clear his name and he seems like a very good dude. He didn't mean that, but he did not give the real reason why he pushed that girl and kicked her. The real reason why is because he just had a night at the nightclub. He was drunk as shit. He dealt with some females he probably didn't want to deal with. And this is what happens when you mix alcohol in a nightclub situation at 3 a.m. with young NFL players. I've seen it over and over and over again. Right. I'm not going to name a damn name, but all of the NFC East, the Pittsburgh Steelers, this, that, third, seen it.
It just didn't make the news. Right.
It just didn't make the news. And if I was one of those savage motherfuckers that just wanted to have their phone out and have a moment, I had plenty of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen this firsthand. They get drunk. You get girls in their section. You get them chilling out. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You get them going and you get your ego swinging. You get 4 or 5 bottles in there. And then by the end of the night, they want to chill. And then they get up to your room and they don't want to do nothing. And then you say, all right, leave. No, I'm not going to leave. And then they get the run in their mouth. And then you go get out, or you do something crazy and brash, and you don't mean it in the moment, but you're tore up, your ego swinging, and you don't have anybody or a chaperone or somebody around you within an organization going, nah, move, stop, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they want to sit there and give you the image. Now, somebody is a piece of shit for this because this came out back in February.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago. And this should have been out in February. This should have been laid out. His fate should have been done in February and everything. But when you have 824 yards, 7 touchdowns on the #1 team in the AFC right now, and you got all this attention on you, it makes sense for somebody to gain some financial gain and throw this shit on TMZ, aka the Illuminati. It's so easy to do.
So you saying he's pretty much being railroaded. You don't agree with the punishment?
I agree. This is what I disagree with.
Right.
I disagree with they're doing it now. He should have been, if he was going to be suspended and not being able to play, that should have been done in February. He should have never touched the field. Now, if this issue is going to be addressed, it should be addressed at the end of the season. You shouldn't play, like you said, suspend him.
Mm-hmm.
You don't cut him right now because that's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you decide to play him or not, that's up to you. But you allow that brother to sit back if he deserves a ring, or he deserves, or you get this, or you get that. He deserves at least the accolades to sit back because he attributed to your team. He doesn't deserve a check if you want to take his check right now because he did something fucking stupid. But that's y'all fault too.
Mm-hmm.
That's on y'all too. You know what I mean? And we just got to do better with just, especially the young players, because I see them. They go out there and they get involved with whoever. And some of the people that they get involved with are looking for opportunities too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you just got to be careful. I've seen people, we'll talk about that.
Now, I mean, people just got to, I know they're young and all that, but, it's better to get locked down with a female and just go home and, drink, but they have to live that lifestyle. You know what I mean?
It ain't happening.
Right.
That ain't happening.
Right.
They out there. They ego.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, you talk about, I was right in the city, so you got teams within 3-mile radius. Giants right here,
Okay.
Philly right here, DC right here, Pittsburgh right here.
Right.
They were all coming to the pinnacle spot, and
Yeah.
everybody knew they were there. And then you start learning people's names, and they getting comfortable.
Right.
But you're something different. You
Right.
got to be careful. I've seen a lot of celebrities play their role right. You know what I mean? And do they thing the right way and stay chill. A lot of the New York Giants were real cool people, but you've seen your wild ones too.
Yeah.
And the ones out of pocket and the ones that really shouldn't be in the league because they did some dirty shit.
Talk about some of the dirty Eagles players, man.
Which one? I got plenty of them, but I won't do it to them. I won't do it to them. Man. I got more respect for brothers themselves, and they were drunk out there feeling their egos, and I'm not going to bash anybody or tear anybody's career up because I got a story. Right. I got plenty of them, but I ain't going to throw them out there like that. To you, I will. Right. Behind the scenes, but never on air.
Yeah, man. Sad for Hunt, and he'll probably be back somewhere. Probably next year. I don't think this year.
He'll definitely be back because that's the hypocrisy of the NFL. When you have 824 yards, 7 touchdowns, you are a commodity to some team out there. So they're gonna look past the fact that you may have an alcohol issue, or you were just a young kid and you made a mistake or whatever. He'll be back in the NFL. I don't like how the media spins it and automatically puts him as a demon or this. He was drunk. He's young. He made a stupid fucking mistake. Doesn't make him an abuser. Doesn't make him this. He should have just said that as opposed to trying to lie about it. You were drunk, tore up after the club, bro. It's clearly seen you in a hotel room. Right. It's like, come on, man. This is what happened.
And the thing is with Andy Reid, I mean, we come up in the era, so we already know about Andy and him, pretty much being a tolerant of a lot. We seen it. Yeah. We witnessed it because we grew up in the era where we got to watch the media. It really wasn't a lot of YouTube. Right. We got to watch Comcast, Sportsnet, all those channels, Channel 6. And they're, showing Andy Reid talking. So we got to see firsthand the Vic situation, the McNabb situation, and other situations. So, shout out to Kareem Hunt, you know what I mean? And hopefully, he lands in Philadelphia next year.
I was thinking hopefully he lands in DC, to be honest.
They got AP. You don't need him.
AP's God bless him, but he don't got no more.
I think he'll probably get 100 yards.
Hopefully he do. That's his last one.